Good morning. Just waking up in Kansas City here. Sweet Survivor is based in Kansas City. And I'm just trying to wrap my head around yesterday. I know what happens everywhere, but a Super Bowl rally, a Super Bowl parade, families, children. Some of you know I released my CD a few weeks ago. And I've been working on the video ever since we won the championship. I decided that my song, Prairie Song, it would be a perfect video to put the Chiefs' whole thing all the way through it if they won the rally, and then they won. So piecing together all the footage, and I had this joyous celebration that was sure to include all the other, not all the other, but other pictures, clips I could get, not just of Taylor Swift, but of Brittany Mahomes and other women that matter, social media influencers there, and it was like gonna be a joyous thing. It was gonna be a joyous video. But how do I do my video now? It's practically finished. Do I tag on ambulances and stretchers and gravestones? I think I just need your company. I found a cigarette butt. I don't smoke. Well, what are the chances of dying a natural death anymore? Who cares, right? It's Native American. Organic. I'm not promoting smoking. I'm just like, I just feel really shaky. So, Prairie Song video, please check it out anyway. There's no video. There's about to be, but I don't know if it's right to put a joyous Chiefs song, the Prairie Song, It's my life across the prairie, essentially, if you listen to the lyrics. And I thought, well, it would fit really well with this. Maybe I should put Broken Ground, put it behind Broken Ground, my song Broken Ground, instead, about a woman that gets murdered from her point of view by a child that she knew her whole life, who ends up killing her for the money in her jar in the hallway because he had a rough life, and that's how it is, Broken Ground. But this was supposed to be joyous, so I guess I have nothing of substance to say. I just needed some company. I'm tired of seeing people shut up. You know what? I had my keys in my hand. I was ready to go. I was going to go all the way downtown, and I did not. I did not go into the mess because I have a screwed up knee. And I decided, well, there's just too many things that could go wrong. Parking at the zoo, riding the shuttle, and all that. And it crossed my mind something like this could happen. But of course, it crosses all of our minds anytime we go to the goddamn mall that something like this could happen. I was deciding whether to carry a 38 or a Glock. And now I'm wishing that I'd have gone with my Glock. With my Gen 5 G19, because if I'd have been chances are I wouldn't have been. But again, I'm not against guns. I'm against people shooting people with guns that shouldn't be shooting people. It's just too complicated. But I know one person that behind one of those shooters, instead of running, had turned and put a bullet in their fucking head. This wouldn't have happened. Hi. I'm accepting a screen request for the first time. I just started this stuff, I've been live streaming for years, but I'm a behind the camera person or in front of a microphone. I'm not good in a crowd, to tell you the truth, because I'm too scared and nervous. I've got CPTSD, and I'm always a real girl still, despite all of this, believe it or not. So, Kansas City. I'm in Kansas City. Sweet Survivor's based in Kansas City. We need you. We need you more than ever. This is a shooting, I know, but Sweet Survivor, we work to rescue victims of sex trafficking and assault, and we're working to get the word out that you can contact RAIN and get help, and that you can report to Thorn, and that we'll do that for you. And we work with the FBI, and almost nobody is supporting us, and I don't understand. I don't understand why people will give $5 a month for everything else, but not to rescue women and children. I'm straying. I'm sorry, I'm in Kansas City, post-rally mess. I guess I should see who's... Anybody here also in Kansas City? No, I was not downtown, but I was watching the play-by-play, our neighborhood. You know, the neighborhood bars and things. I was watching at home, and I was on my way up there when the shooting started. I was going to walk up there and walk around and get the ambience of the crowds on the corner, because every corner's got crowds in Kansas City yesterday. Every restaurant, bar corner. But then they started shooting. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, it's not like a huge surprise, I guess, but still, goddamn. Stop shooting. But you can't take guns away from people. You need to arm and train yourself, because that's the country we live in. Arm and train yourself. Don't be drunk when you're carrying a gun. You don't carry a gun to an event and start drinking beer. Concealed carry is a big responsibility. Concealed carry means that you are essentially a designated driver at an event. If you're going to have a gun in your pocket or your waistband or your purse, then you don't be drunk. So the people that were shooting, this was not a terrorist attack, thankfully, but they were just, and it wasn't a Republican attack or a Democratic attack or a Taylor Swiftie attack. This was people drunk with guns. It's a big problem we need to fix. But right now, in Kansas City, I just moved here a year and a half ago, and it is the most... I used to live in Lawrence years ago for 5 years. Lawrence, Kansas, right next door. And it's the most peaceful... My whole life, I said, I'm going back to Kansas City. For 30 years, I said, I'm going back to Kansas City because it's the best place on earth. And I did. I got back to Kansas City, and I love it here. It's art and culture and peaceful. People pull guns out and start shooting each other everywhere. And I'm sorry it happened at this. But like everybody's saying, it's the truth. This does not define Kansas City. Hell, Travis Kelce lives a 20-minute, according to GPS, his new house is 20 minutes from where I am right now. I'm in Brookside. And, you know, I just think, I know they're all rich and famous, and everyone's like, oh, who cares? But I care. I'm thinking, can you imagine after that wonderful day and also being totally drunk lit, and then to get the news that they're shooting up your fans? I just feel for everybody involved, and I'm sorry. Kansas City's a great place, and you should all make it a point to come here and be a tourist and not worry about two people that are already in jail. They got drunk with their guns. And we'll talk coherently about all of this at 3 o'clock when I do an actual live stream. A lot of thinking to do. Everybody take care. I need coffee. I'm trying to find the off. I can't see through my tears.